Hello, welcome to Woodland Permaculture. I'm Jenny Wood, and I've got a little project I'm doing today to get my chicken run ready for the rainy weather. I wanted to make sure that at least part of the chicken run doesn't get wet during the rains, and we get a lot of rain in the winter. And because I want to make sure their food doesn't get wet, and I want to make sure they at least have a dry spot if they want a dry spot. And of course, their coop itself, I don't want it to get very wet and risk flooding and stuff. So I decided to rig up a little bit of a rain catchment system on the top of the chicken run. Now I'm at the tallest part of my chicken run, the one that I can walk into. The lower part is down there and it's covered by the tree. I'm not going to do anything with that. Let that have some rain, and then, you know, if they want to be out there, they can be out there. But I wanted to rig up some metal corrugated sheets to the top of this chicken run, and to have the water, any rain, flow down to that end and go off of the chicken run so that it doesn't get wet underneath. So what I did was I took, I don't know if you can see it very well, I think this is like a 1x4, not even a 2x4, just a 1x4, and that's 5 feet across. That runs the length of the top of the chicken run here, and I screwed it in to the top of the chicken run so that this end would be just a little bit more elevated so that all the water would run that way. And then on the other end, down at the bottom of the corrugated metal, I have put a gutter. Just a simple gutter that I bought at Home Depot, and I cut it to the right size, and I cut the piece of wood to the right size, and I screwed it in. That part was a little hard to get I couldn't get my drill in there because it's like a U shape, so I just had to kind of do it by hand, which was tricky. But I've got a gutter down there at the end so that when the water flows down, it'll go into the gutter and then off to the two sides, hopefully, so that that side gets some water and this side gets some water. I had thought about putting a garbage can there to catch the water, but then I realized I was just going to have to figure out what to do with that water. And I probably wouldn't want to give it to the chickens because it would probably get dirty. And so I just am going to allow the water to go into my garden on both sides of the chicken run. So I didn't let you see the first part of it because I didn't think of doing the video until now. But I am going to go ahead and let you see the rest of it, where I'm drilling in screws into the corrugated metal sheets. And I've already drilled holes in there, and I've measured, and I'm going to need 3 of these sheets because they don't, 2 of them don't quite fit. So I'm going to put one on this side, one on that side, and then one on top in the middle so that the water all flows down. So let's see, I've got this, I need a screw. I've already drilled the hole. Actually, yeah, I've already drilled the hole, and I want to make sure this is, where was this? This is perfect, just like right about there. And then the screw is going to go in there. And here we go. Now I don't like that. I gotta bring that out just a little bit. Yeah. That squished it down a little bit and water would have come off of there, which is not what I want. I also have another hole right there that I drilled. That is good. I don't think I even need to do the other end. I just wanted to kind of stay in place. So I'm going to do 2 more of these, and then I will show you the end result. All right, guys. So I've drilled and screwed in 3 metal corrugated plates to the top of the run. And now what I want to do is test it. I want to test like all 3 of the corrugated metal plates to see if the water does indeed go down into the gutter and then off to the sides. So here we go. I do see it going into the gutter, and I think it's going off to that one side, which tells me I need to somehow adjust the gutter just a little bit so that it goes off of both sides. And so I'll figure that out. But anyway, for the most part, I think it works. And even if I left it like this, it would be fine. Because as long as the run isn't getting wet and their food isn't getting wet, that's the main thing. And that side of their run has a cherry tree, so it's going to get water. I love that. All right, this is one of those interesting, fun challenges that we get when we work with nature and when we work with what God has given to us on this beautiful earth. We may have to think about new and interesting solutions to problems that come up. I haven't dealt with rain yet with the chickens, and so I knew the rainy season was coming, and I needed to make sure at least part of their run is kept dry for their food and for their coop. And I think this solution is going to work pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with it. Thank you guys for joining me. This was just a short video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned at least a little something. And you guys take care and God bless and have a wonderful holiday season.